What's up, everybody? I am Chris Abbott, and with me today is...
Lucy O'Brien.
How you doing, Lucy?
I am well, thank you, Chris. How are you?
I'm real good. Let's check out this trailer here. So this is Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain, and this is the new trailer that they showed for E3.
Right.
And
so, obviously what we're looking at here is a straight follow-on from the events of Ground Zeroes, where Mother Base is destroyed. That vulture is a nice touch, I thought.
yeah, it's real. That's a nice gritty touch to it. So I think Kojima said that people were going to feel disturbed for this, right?
Yeah. Now let's talk a little bit quickly about the song now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now this song is... I'm just going to pause here.
Sure.
Okay, so this song is by a guy called Mike Oldfield.
Okay.
Now, he's most famous for Tubular Bells, which plays at the beginning of The Exorcist.
Oh, yes.
Now, this song is called Nuclear, and it's about Oldfield's conviction that he's still living with the fallout from his grandfather's traumatic experience in the First World War.
Oh, wow.
Just a little bit of trivia for you there.
Okay. We see the Diamond Dogs logos
Yep.
on the caskets.
So these are his fallen comrades here. He's joined by Kaz there, I presume. Is that Kaz? Or could that be...
Well, it looks like... Actually, can you rewind a little bit?
Sure.
If you, yeah. Because if you look closely at the man's trench coat, he's clearly got a left arm, but I don't see a right arm. So, yeah, I think you're right. I definitely think that's Kaz.
Okay.
Plus, he's kind of, like, limping along.
Yeah. Well, he's the only known survivor from the destruction of the Mother Base.
Right.
Okay, so we've got these cremation caskets here.
And there's a ton of them, so I don't think that this one is anyone specific, do you?
I don't know. I mean, yeah. I don't think it's anyone specific. I think it's more of a token. What do you think of Big Boss's ponytail, by the way, here?
It's a little off-putting, but okay. I wasn't expecting it.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting it either.
So,
all right, so this is like war paint for him, right?
Yeah, this is like war paint, and here, let's wait just a little bit for the trailer, and if you don't mind, I'll pause it right here.
Yeah, no problem.
So right here, you can see the shrapnel in his skull. So I always thought it was kind of cool, like in the previous Metal Gear Solid trailers. Do you remember when he said, "Kaz, I'm already a demon"?
Yeah.
So it looks like the shrapnel is coming out like a horn, and then if you... We'll go forward just a little bit, and he looks like a ghost with that ash on him.
Yeah.
And then now he looks like a red demon with all the blood all over him. So I thought that was a really cool lead into this trailer from the last Kaz, I'm already a demon.
Yeah, I like that, and I really do. I mean, while this trailer is quite abstract, I mean, I think essentially what we're seeing is finally Big Boss's transition from being this good guy to something else entirely.
Yeah, the imagery here with the red all over his face and the fire in the background, it's haunting. It's really cool. What do you think of the song in this trailer?
Yeah, I like it. It works well.
I
think it's appropriately dramatic. So what we're seeing here is let's just rewind that. Yeah. So I think what we're seeing here is Ocelot.
Yes, I think you're right.
It looks like he's training new soldiers at a new base.
Yep.
So these are the Diamond Dogs now.
Yes.
Yeah. Now this is interesting. I mean, this is a whole kind of turnaround because I mean, the last time we saw Ocelot, he and Snake were on very uneasy terms.
Yeah, it was cool though, because at the end of Snake Eater, he kind of let him leave. He kind of let him escape. So it's cool. I'm interested to see how that relationship grows.
I'm wondering if Ocelot actually rescues Big Boss.
Interesting. That's a cool
because of course
theory.
when we saw in the last year's E3 trailer, we saw that he was in a coma and he was in hospital. So how does he get out of the hospital?
Yeah, that's very true.
It's a thought.
So this is, I'm presuming, the new Mother Base, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I just thought it was kind of interesting. It almost kind of looked like Big Shell a little bit.
It did. It's definitely a throwback to Big Shell.
Absolutely. Poor Kaz.
Poor
missing
Kaz.
limbs.
Oh, there he is with his Diamond Dogs.
So another thing too, real quick. So in Ground Zeroes, we didn't get to see the Diamond Dog stuff at all.
No.
And now it's full on Big Boss, Diamond Dog. So I'm really interested to see how they go from MSF to Diamond Dogs. So
yeah, and I think I remember Kojima said in an interview that Diamond Dogs were like the dogs of war who were willing to carry out more unsavory tasks while maintaining their pride. So
excellent. Yeah, that's.
Plus, it's a great David Bowie song.
Absolutely.
Which they could have. I felt they could have used that.
Yeah, I would have been okay with it. Fox Engine just looks great here.
All right, so this is very interesting. So what we're seeing here is, essentially this is Big Boss, a Big Boss interrogation, which is fascinating because obviously we've got Huey here.
Right.
The last time we saw Huey, he was being interrogated by Ocelot, right?
Oh yeah.
So this is somehow Big Boss is involved in this interrogation as well, which sort of makes you wonder where, what his relationship with Huey is in the Phantom Pain.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. It's so weird. Like they were partners in Peace Walker, and now this interrogation. It's really weird to see. So I can't wait to see like the transition from comrades to
Big Boss just being a dick.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, there you go.
Oh, an Ocelot. So that right there,
child
soldiers. And who do you think that is? Is that the same?
I mean, it's kind of hard to tell. I think that's Kaz. There could be Ocelot as well. I mean, I'm not entirely sure, but that's definitely the guy who was standing with Big Boss when he was looking over all the coffins.
Yeah. Okay.
So maybe that's Ocelot. I mean, it's hard to see. Obviously, he's being purposefully masked.
Another thing too, there was a figure in the Phantom Pain trailer last year with a trench coat on and a red beret, and was that Campbell?
Oh yeah.
I think that might be.
It
could be Campbell also. So this is really cool. There's like a lot of hidden stuff in this,
and of course with the child soldiers. I mean, if you cast your mind back, Raiden was a child soldier under.
That's right. Yeah.
Under the Solidus's training program, which was also based in Africa. So.
Oh, interesting. Yeah. So we might see a little crossover there too.
More fighting.
So, in this trailer here, let's...
Okay, now who's this character? Now this is Eli, right? So we met Eli.
Yeah, and what do you think of Eli? I'm curious to get your take.
There's a theory that Eli is Liquid Snake.
Right, yeah.
Which I'm sure you know. I mean, this is a young Eli. We're seeing him, Big Boss training him up. I don't really know what that means.
So do you know the timeline, like when the Les Enfants Terribles project took place?
I know it, but it is very, very kind of muddled in the broader narrative.
Yeah, isn't it like kind of mid-70s?
Yeah, so it is mid-70s.
So at the end of this trailer, you'll see like it's 1984, right?
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if that could be Eli, because last year he threw Eli in, and I was like, is that Liquid Snake?
Yeah.
I don't know. But now, the more I see of this, the more I'm starting to think that it's Liquid.
Now, what is it? Can you make out what the back of his jacket says there?
I can't. Let me move a little bit and see if we can get it in focus. Can you see that?
Never be game over.
Oh, interesting.
Now, do you think that's one of Kojima's little meta jokes? Do you think maybe that has something, one of his little kind of asides, little winks to the player?
Yeah, maybe he's saying, like, he'll never be done with the franchise.
Yeah.
Because remember, he's like, everyone is like his last one, right?
That's right, of course.
He keeps, of course, making new ones.
Yeah.
So, do you want to keep going?
Yeah, let's keep going.
So I thought this was interesting. This isn't the first time that this happened in a trailer. It happened a few moments ago, and it'll happen again too, is that they focus on the knife. Mm-hmm. So I'm wondering if there's some new combat mechanic with blades, because I'm pretty sure you get to see Big Boss do it as well.
Yeah, there's a lot of focusing on the glint of the knife
in
this trailer. And what that signifies.
We've got it again right here.
Yeah. See, there's this character again, Eli.
Yep.
He does look like Liquid. He's got that
Yeah.
That jawline.
Oh, man, it'll be so interesting to see those two interact when Liquid is so young. I love that imagery right there.
Yeah.
It's like Kaz has already turned over to the dark side, and it's almost like he's trying to convince Snake that, hey, we have to do things differently now.
Yeah.
So where do you think this is? Do you think this is in the new mother base?
I think this is in the new mother base.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you know, what's so interesting is that, like, these soldiers are, you know, really starting to look like, you know, the bad guys here.
Yeah, I agree. I definitely think we're in the new mother base, and we'll see some more imagery of this in a little bit.
Now, was that quiet?
Ooh, I don't know. Oh, I think you're right.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell because she's got clothes on, so.
Because she was tortured, of course.
Yeah. Good eye, Lucy.
Yeah, so maybe, you know, because we obviously see her a bit later on in this trailer as well, but I think this is the first time we see her, being tortured.
Yep. So, what do you think's going on with this? Do you think this might be right after Ground Zeroes?
This I was a little confused by. Obviously, he's jumping a lot in time in this trailer.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think the only kind of conclusion that I could draw is that it is straight after Ground Zeroes.
Mm-hmm. Poor Kaz.
Poor Kaz. They played him like a damn fiddle.
Now, Quiet is just jumping all over dudes here and just going to town on this one guy.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think it's kind of badass.
Yeah, I think it's badass too. And, you know, I like the idea that she's, you know, she's kind of the heroine in this game. Like,
right, yeah.
As Big Boss kind of devolves into this kind of murky moral territory, she's the pure revenge character, and I dig that. And do you think this is her sniper target on Boss here?
Maybe.
So we see this masked figure coming out of the chopper. I mean, it could be anyone, really. But, you know, she's a sniper, so it's hard to see.
Yeah, let me go back a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, I can't quite tell.
You can't tell, just the
small,
eyes.
But, I mean, maybe. That's definitely a good theory.
Yeah.
So.
There's a knife again. And that blood imagery again.
It's just so creepy, but I love it.
Yeah. Yeah, so there's a very powerful image there.
All right, well, there we go. That's Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain. Any final predictions that you want to get in, Lucy?
Well, I'm actually going to be checking out the game today, so I will be reporting back to you and letting you know if there's any further clarification on that trailer, because it was definitely a really, really exciting, ballsy trailer, and I'm looking forward to seeing more.
Absolutely, yeah. Thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for doing this with me, and we'll see you later, okay?
Thanks, Chris. Take it easy.
Bye.